Well, I have no clue at all whether we finished off with Rohan. Hi, hello, welcome back to Lord of the Rings. You might notice that we're in the zoomed in mode already, whereas normally we would let Gandalf do his speech at the start of the episode. But I started my episode already, but I completely fudged up my first sentence, so I'm gonna restart this, start with a great piece of English speech instead of the last thing I did, and I'm just gonna continue my plan of working towards the Black Gate. Wold. Interesting name for a zone. Looks a bit rocky, a bit deserty. Well, not really deserty, but...
the northernmost land of Rohan. For ages it has been a quiet and desolate place.
Quieted, desolate place. Still near Isengard, so probably the enemies are still gonna be Isengard, but we'll find out.
Destroy all evil forces. Let's set up camp.
Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I did the last mission with Rohan as well. But no, I actually have no idea. I'm not gonna say I'm pretty sure because I have no clue at all. Alright, first of all, let's check our bonus objectives. Sure, easy enough. I say first of all this time, because last time, as you can see in the episode, I actually missed out on an opportunity to get some eagles. And that's quite sad, because eagles are cool. Eagles are some cool birds, huh? Alright, let's explore the area with our rangers, shall we? And this is as, like, just being cautious in case there were spearmen around here. You know? Because if there are spearmen, we definitely want our ranged troops to deal with those, so they can bombard them before they can reach our troops, actually. Alright, so these are actually troops of goblins. That's interesting. I thought that was something that you could only encounter in the next game. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm not certain about this. I don't know if it's just Battle for Middle-earth 2 or if it's actually the Wrath of the Lich King expand. Did I just say Wrath of the Lich King? Or if it's the... Is it Rise of the Witch King? I'm not even sure. But anyway, I don't know if it's the expansion actually, where you can use the goblins as a separate race. But sure, interesting. Didn't suspect that we would meet some of these goblin troops in this playthrough already. But no problem at all. Let's move along. Alright, there's some cave trolls in the area as well. There's actually a lot of goblins here, huh? And then there's also Isengard. They have some wargs and stuff. Alright, so they should be fine though, right? I should let them just stand here and fire from there, because I think that's gonna be better. Did I just see a troop without fire arrows? That's weird. Alright, I'm paying attention to this place for a second, because there were a lot of spearmen with those guys. I'm gonna close down this thing. I'm gonna see if they are fine. Yes, they are. I closed down my gate. Alright. These guys can go over here, and this troop can go over here, and then we'll start building some defense towers. That'll help us out. Did we get the bonus objective yet or not? No. So there's still more goblins in the area. Let's go and find them, huh? I just picked up my phone for a second to look at how late it was, and the minimalists actually liked my tweet I did about them. And that's amazing. Like, that feels really great. It was a tweet about the last video, or 2 videos ago, I guess, where I talked about a passage from their book about motivation, was it? I think so, yeah. And yeah, they actually liked the tweet themselves. That's like a big accomplishment. That's something really cool, if you ask me. Alright, we're gonna run away from here because this is too many enemies. But we did get the bonus objective, so that's something. We're gonna just carefully run away from here, because this is a lot of enemies. Let's run over the last troops. And now from here we might be able to snipe out the spear people before they can get to us, right? Or not? It doesn't seem like it. I don't wanna lose too many troops over here. Can I not put my elves anywhere? Alright, there we go. I don't want to lose any of my troops, you know. So I'm just gonna go back inside. And not take any unnecessary risks. But yeah, they like my tweet. I normally don't use Twitter that much, but I think it is the main tool a YouTuber can probably use to like expand this network and stuff. So I thought, why not just tweet about the episode that I released? That would be cool, right? Hopefully I have time to do this before this gets destroyed over here. I think we might be able, we should definitely be able to, right? And can we do it here? Yes, we can. Alright, this is gonna thin out their army like a lot, and that's something that seems to be necessary this episode, because they have quite a strong upgraded force. Looks like it. I wish you could build the towers with Rohan as well, because I really miss the towers when I'm playing with Rohan. That's such an awesome and handy feature that Gondor has, that you can just like build towers wherever you want. But no problem. Alright, this did kind of feel like a waste maybe a bit, but we did clear out the entire army that was over here, so I guess in the end it's all okay. Alright, I've talked about the minimalists and their book in like the last 10 episodes, so I'll try to talk about something different this episode, huh? I'm gonna let him come and try and get rid of these guys so that he can level. But yeah, this episode I'm gonna talk about a friend of mine that is also studying psychology in Leuven. Now I'm not gonna name any names because I think maybe he wouldn't like that or something. But he has quite an interesting story, quite an inspiring, I guess you could say, story. He has this really rare condition with his eyes. Now I'm gonna try to explain this as best as I can, but it might be a bit confusing, as most of my explanations tend to be, but I'll give it my best shot. So your eyes, they use a lot, and I mean a lot, of vitamin A to C. I want to get a ranged troop out there with them, because they're in trouble already. So yeah, they use a lot of vitamin A to C, but your body can never get enough vitamin A from your food or from its own production, so it always tries to recycle a lot of it. And for that recycling, you use an enzyme, which is like a protein, if I'm not mistaken. Pardon me. Which is a protein, if I'm not mistaken, and that enzyme helps you recycle the vitamin A so you can reuse it and you can see clearly, just like Sauron uses to see me. Yeah, but his rare condition is actually that this enzyme, so the thing that he uses to recycle vitamin A, that doesn't work. There's a deficit in that process, so therefore he can't see much. But interestingly enough, normally, without any treatment, he would have long been blind already. Like, he would have not been able to see anything anymore. But actually, they used kind of an experimental treatment on him, and he was the first person in the world to actually receive that treatment. And it involved, like, removing parts of his eye that were in the way, and actually, okay, let's not die. So they removed parts of his eye, and then they injected a virus into his eye, one that they made themselves. And they injected that into his eye. I think I might have enough command points open to make another troop. And that virus had the function of making some more of the protein that he was missing. Which is just an insane concept if you think about it. Like, medical practices have come so far, and they're gonna advance even more probably in technology and stuff, but it's insane. It's a really cool treatment, and that actually allows him to see now way more than he would have normally been able to see if they wouldn't have treated him. He has undergone 2 operations already. And every year he has to go to America for like 3 days or something to go on, yeah, to just get a checkup, that's the word I was looking for. He has to go to America every year for 3 days to get a checkup on his condition and on how much his condition has improved, especially. And he's also invited to like speak on congresses and stuff sometimes. Because, well, yeah, he's the first patient they actually did on. They actually used that treatment on. And interestingly enough, the treatment has now been commercialized because it was a success on him. They have now started to use it on way more people. So he was the first one to get the treatment, but he was definitely not the only one, because a lot of people have gotten the treatment by now. But that doesn't make it any less interesting and inspiring, though, does it? Really amazing, really awesome. He's also just he's a great human being. He's really friendly. And he's always open for a nice discussion and a nice. He's not afraid to tell people what he thinks about things and stuff. And yeah, it's a nice guy. It's good. It's becoming a good friend of me. He actually like has to grab my arm when we're walking to class because he can't see it that well. It's hard for me not to talk about minimalism like I always do, because I just have so much things to still talk about from that amazing book. But I guess we could talk about some Lord of the Rings. There's a Netflix series coming out, isn't there? I haven't really looked into it, what it's gonna be like or something, but I know that it is coming out and that they already teased like some maps and stuff on Twitter. I'll probably watch it if it's any good, because I mean, if you don't know yet, I really love this universe and I'm quite passionate about it as well, actually. Alright, let's see where this guy is going, because I guess it's gonna be another lumber mill. And let's just quickly get this out of the way. So we did clear all bonus objectives, right? We absolutely did. Alright. Interesting. Oh, I could make another troop. Yes, exactly one. Sure. They're never gonna get fire arrows though, that's quite sad. But still. No problem, I guess. We have our elite squad here that consists of only 2 troops this time. That's interesting. I'm just exploring the map over here, but it looks like they will not have any encampments on this side of the map. They're all gonna be situated on the other side, probably. What's happening over here? Our elves are still just dying. Let's get these guys in here as well. We did that. Great, let's build another farm over here. Not that we need any of these farms, but it's just more to like make sure that they don't build something here again. And we're also gonna get this encampment and just build all the towers as like a defense mechanism like we did over here. We are always, each and every mission, just straight up rolling in currency, but we can almost never use it for anything. It's pretty sad. I wish it would like carry over, but that would be insane probably, because then I would never be out of currency. Even though that wouldn't really matter either, because I literally can't do anything with the currency, huh? It's quite sad that I have such low command points still, and that I can't increase the size of my army by anything. But yeah, you win some, you lose some. We do have a strong army now though, so that's great. It's Sunday. I didn't have to work today because my boss and his wife actually went to Valencia in Spain, Italy. I have no idea. I think it's Spain, but I'm quite scared to actually make any claims. But yeah, anyway, they are on a break of their own, so that's nice for them. And nice for us as well, because we don't have to work for a weekend. Not that I really hate work or anything, but sure, some nice rest. I got a lot of work for school down, and I recorded like 3 episodes this weekend and edited like 3 as well. So we're starting to get a backlog going again, which is something that I've been looking forward to. Although I do find it pretty hard to not upload a video when it's done. Because I really want to share what I created with everyone, you know? Alright, so they have an encampment here. I'm gonna get my ants out here, if that's possible. And you guys can come and attack this. I'm gonna get all of these guys to throw rocks. Make sure that they don't run into the spears. Alright, I'm being quite careful about this, because they just keep pumping out so many troops. It's quite impressive, actually. For now, we can just ride across them, so that's pretty nice. Alright, we shall remember this day. So this encampment's gone as well. I also seem to remember that and rocks would normally damage your own troops too, but I guess I remember that falsely, huh? No, 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 we don't want you guys to get involved like that. Let's just move back a bit. Let's move back a bit. You guys need to get this spear troop out of the way. Alright, this is becoming quite a long mission already. We aren't making any advances, so what I'm gonna do is just look for their encampment and just pump out every single troop that we can pump out in a small period of time with all our powers, and then we shall see. Alright, here's one encampment, but that's still just a small one. That's still just a small one, so that's not really what we're looking for. But their entire army is almost over here, I think, so I'm gonna do this. Let these guys just get this out of the way, and they can wreak some havoc in here. Let's get all of these troops out of the way by just walking through them, and let's let them just destroy some buildings. Are our ends gone? Yes, they are. Well, this doesn't matter, they will just die. They did this, awesome. Alright, I'm gonna use these guys to definitely just get some troops out of the way, because that's what they are best used for, I think. Look at them, they can just move through them and everything dies. Such a cool ability. Alright, so we did use them quite efficiently in my opinion. Let's get another farm going here, even though it has no use at all. Let's make our elite squad a bit bigger, and everything is going fine. We are gonna get the total victory on this one, I think, and I hope. But it should be no problem, right? Let's get this building out of the way first, so that they can't pump out any more troops from here, like they're doing right now, which is quite annoying, but sure. Right, then I'm gonna heal up our troop here, because they put in some great work already. You guys can move along with them, and we'll finish this mission. Awesome. Great stuff. Northern Line has started playing Satisfactory. Looks like an interesting game, but I think that I would rather like play Factorio if I want to play a game of that genre, because that looks a bit more, well, simplistic. I don't know if that's the right word, but that looks a bit more more controllable. Like, I haven't watched many Satisfactory, but I just mean like the art style and stuff. I'm looking for the English word, but I can't find it right now. I think it's just gonna be easier to look around and stuff and have an overview. That's what I was looking for. Have an overview of what you are doing actually. Now, of course, as I said, I haven't played it yet, so I can't be sure about any of that, but it just seems like that. I'm gonna move this troop out of here for now, because I don't want them to die. But I think my heroes should be fine. Well, never mind. Alright, this is just a random troop. Oh no, I was gonna say so they can go kill those guys, but those are my guys as well, so... Alright, let's make sure this troop doesn't die, because this troop really put in some work this episode, huh? And it's the horse, guys. Let's go. These are the fruit flies like band. Awesome, awesome. We got our name troops, some kills this episode, and we did finish the episode off in a timely fashion and an efficient fashion and a nice manner. Not much insightful commentary, but I did feel more hyped and a bit riled up this one, because I really feel awake. I had a productive day behind me already, and the rest of the day is hopefully going to be productive as well. We did clear out the area, nice and easy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's see this total victory appear over here, huh? That's what we're all here for, right? Just to see this total victory. And the other thing we're here for is, of course, this amazing tune in the background, this absolute belter. Thanks a lot for watching. If you disliked the video, please feel free to dislike the video and tell me what I did wrong. I feel better saying that than saying please like if you enjoyed, because that sounds so desperate. But yeah, if there's something wrong, please tell me so I can improve. 444, look at him. Oh, our horse guys are almost at 1,000 kills. That's epic. This Rohirrim Archer battalion will become our visionary archers. Visionary as in vision, because I talked about the student that is my friend that really isn't able to see that well anymore. Shout out to him if he ever watches this, and shout out to all of you guys. Thanks a lot for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!